This is the old filter. This seal comes, I guess it comes off, but I don't need to take it off because I'm guessing it comes with a new one in the you get the new filter. And I've already said how this filter costs 70 some damn dollars, whereas the 3.5 only costs. And I'm guessing from the way it looked, this slide down like that. Oh, there's a test that I want to run to show you guys how new fluid would not go through a dirty filter. So I'm guessing it just slide on like this. Uh-oh. I guess I have to push it down. You want to put some WD-40 on it? Well, put some, maybe I should have used new transmission fluid, but whatever. Yeah, that slides down a lot easier. So all you gotta do now is put it up in the transmission. But what I wanna do is, I've already showed you in the earlier video, I poured old transmission fluid through this filter. Now I'm gonna show you old transmission fluid won't go through a clean filter. Well, new transmission fluid won't go through a clean filter. All right, I put the pan on the bottom of the car because I didn't want to drip in transmission fluid all night long. And as you can see, quite a bit dripped out. So let me get some paper towels and wipe this out. My plan is I'm going to take some new fluid and pour into the pan. I'm gonna pour new fluid through. God damn it! I'll show y'all what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to prove a point that people think that flushing out 100% of the fluid is better than dropping the pan, changing the filter, and only getting out, say, 6 quarts. I'm getting ready to prove to y'all I'm right and y'all wrong. All these transmission experts out here, people think because somebody like Scotty Kilmer or Ford bossed me, or what's the name, Ford Technician Loco, just because somebody does something for a bunch of years don't mean they're an expert in it, especially if they're not trying to learn anything new. Okay, here's the old filter. I'm getting ready to pour new fluid through the old filter. It still ain't started leaking out yet. It just now started coming out. And it did get the turn the new fluid dirty. All right, now we're gonna try this with the new filter, and the fluid should come out quicker as soon as I get this to stop draining. All right, now this is the same fluid I poured out. The new fluid I ran through the old filter. And I wasn't expecting it to contaminate that fluid as bad as it did. But you see it did. That's what happens when you don't change the filter. They sit up and talk about, well, if you flush it, you getting 100% of the fluid out. Yeah, but you run it through a dirty ass filter. All right, so I'm gonna wipe this down. All right, now we're gonna pour clean fluid through clean fluid through a clean filter. This is the new filter. We're gonna see where the fluid goes through faster. You see me pouring it in. Well, it's still taking the time. I guess it's got to wet down the filter. But look, the fluid is coming through a lot cleaner. Can you see it? The fluid looks a lot cleaner, right? Why? Because it's going through a clean filter. Look at that fluid compared to this fluid. Brand new fluid was contaminated by the old filter. The fluid is going out a lot quicker. It had to wet, this is a paper filter in there. That filter had to get wet, and that's what took it a while before it started to come out. So the point I'm trying to make is, the filter is what's important. Not so much the fluid, the filter. You need a new filter. So I'm gonna let this drain on out. And I guess I'll start the video when I started hooking up to the motor. But that's a hell of a difference though. Old fluid, well, I'm gonna put it in that container so y'all can see a better look at it. But you should be able to see here, because you couldn't see the bottom with the other fluid. Brand new fluid went through an old filter and you couldn't see the bottom of it. People talk about, oh, Ford just recommends a flush. You don't have to drop the pan. Anybody tell you that is a freaking lie. Ford says you drop the pan and change the filter. All right, now we're gonna pour the new fluid that went through the new filter. Looks a lot cleaner, a lot redder. Make sure I put the magnet back in there. All right, so let's put this together so y'all can see the difference between new fluid running through an old filter and new fluid running through. Where did it get out there? This is new fluid ran through an old filter, and this is new fluid ran through a new filter. Now y'all pretend like it's so important for the fluid to be clean. If you don't change the filter, look what happens. All right, guys, we're gonna. I knew the glass was gonna get on my damn nerve. All right. I guess you can see. If not, forget it. All right, so this is the new filter. It's got the O-ring on it, and it's got the secondary auxiliary suction pipe or whatever. That go in. I guess that went in. Yeah, I guess that went in. And if not, I just have to let it back up, but I think it did. Did it go in? Yeah, it went in. All right, so now we're gonna, let me get the screws ready. Yes. The gasket is slightly off, but if I can get 2 bolts in, we'll have the gasket correct. Shama. Shama. Michael Jackson's little brother. Shama. Shama. Alright, we got 2 screws in, so I hope I put everything in here. Put the magnets in. Alright, so I guess I'll put the alright, we got that in. Come on. Oh, hell, it didn't even freaking go in. Oh, what about lift the pan up, huh? Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I'm not gonna make y'all watch me to put all these bolts in. Alright, check this out. I did not film me tightening up the bolts, but I'm gonna explain to y'all something. People try to make stuff a lot difficult than it need to be. You know, people like to think that they need a torque sequence guide. Common sense would tell you you don't need one. Basically, the reason you have to torque them in a certain sequence is you want the pan to sit flat against the transmission, and basically starts from the middle of the pan. Find the middle of the pan, hit that bolt, go to the opposite side, hit that bolt, come over here, hit this bolt, go to that bolt. I don't give a damn about the torque spec. People say, what's the torque spec? I use the 3-inch ratchet to tighten these bolts up. There are 8mm bolts. You don't put a lot of torque on 8mm bolts. I mean, that goes without saying. Now, we got to fill the transmission up with oil. And how I'm going to do that? Well, that's another story. All right, what I plan to do is this. About 5 quarts came out. And I remember when the engine wasn't running. I got the dipstick tight. No, I got that. When the engine wasn't running, with the car sitting like it's sitting now, I was able to open this up without spilling transmission fluid. When I checked it, the fluid was at the very top. It was a little bit higher than that crosshatch at the very top. Like, I think it was like right there. It might have been there, but I think it was right there. So basically, without the engine running, I'm gonna fill it up until the fluid is right there. Not here, but right here. I'm gonna fill it up. And now, it ran for 87,000 miles with that much fluid in here. So was it low? I don't know. But that's the reason I'm gonna fill it up slightly higher than that. And I'm not gonna worry about it.